Hey there, welcome to the Fast Jam. Here we go. We're turning up the tempo and letting her rip. Just gonna double check my tune in right quick. I'll double check the live streams. It's been a fun evening so far. Checking in with a lot of you out there. And picking some bluegrass. Okay. Lorena is in tune. Let's see if we are in fact live. Double checking on Facebook land. We are live. Okay, that is working. And let's see. Over on the YouTube channel. YouTube has its suggestions for me. YouTube knows exactly what I want to see. Okay, cool. All right, it's up, it's running, here we go. So, we are going to start with a good old number called I've Waited As Long As I Can. This comes from Hilo Brown, who could sing high and he could sing low. That's why he was called Hilo. And I've only seen his version on a YouTube clip from the old Grand Ole Opry show with Flatt and Scruggs, where Hilo was often a guest, and he does this song with Flatt and Scruggs. But the version that I know, and that most of us know, is from the Tony Rice Sings and Plays Bluegrass album. Anyway, I'll get a tempo going here. And it goes like this, in the key of G. 1 and a 1 and a 4 and a 4. 1 and a 1 and a 5. 1 and a 1 and a 4 and a 4. 1 and a 5 and a 1. I've waited you here for 1. And then it's all the same song. So after the verse, you do that 1 and a 5 and a 1. Stop. Da 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 da. For 1. Then you're on. Da 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 da. Same form as the rest of the song. Okay. And my kickoff goes something like this. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. Something, here, I'll try it again. It goes like this. 1, 2, 3. That's just a kickoff I've kind of come up with after playing this song a lot. But just remember the melody. Da, 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 da. However you want to treat that, that's how you're going to kick it off. So here you go. Key of G, kickoff. I've waited as long as I can. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. For you and I've always been true, but this way no longer I can stand. I know that you've had time, dear, to make up your mind. I've waited as long as I can. I've waited to hear you say you love me, and long for the day you'll take my hand. I asked again last night for your love so divine. I've waited as long as I can. I got it. Done all I can do, said all I can say. Oh, why can I make you understand? I wanted you for mine, but I've wasted my time. I've waited as long as I can. I've waited to hear you say you love me, and long for the day you'll take my hand. I asked again last night for your love love so divine. I've waited as long as I can. Play. Now I'll just say goodbye as the tears fall from my eyes, for you've made it plain that I can't win. No one will ever know the pain I've been through. I've waited as long as I can. I've waited to hear you say you love me, and long for the day you'll take my hand. I asked again last night for your love so divine. I've waited as long as I can. All right, we're off and running here on the Fast Jam. What is next? Let's see. We've got Roll On, Buddy, Roll On. So we did this in the slow jam, and now we're doing it in the Fast Jam. And I'm gonna throw this one way ahead. And let me explain why. I like to do this sometimes. When I'm working on tempos, I'll blast way ahead, even if it's kind of uncomfortable, even if I have to like simplify what I'm playing. And then I'll bring it back to where I was and a little quicker than where I was, and it won't feel so fast anymore. So I'm kind of intentionally throwing us maybe a little bit ahead of where we are. And you know, you can keep your rhythm simple. You can keep your lead simple. Get a couple little quicknesses in there. Okay, so this is how I like to do it. I like to kind of go back and forth from faster back to kind of fast, right? All right, so here we go. Roll On, Buddy in the key of G. You're gonna kick it off. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Going to that East K Road. I'm going to that East K Road. Going to the east, I'm going to the west. Going to the one that I love best. Roll on, buddy, roll on. Roll on, buddy, roll on. You wouldn't roll so slow if you knew what I know. So roll on, buddy, roll on. My God. I've got a home in Tennessee. In sunny Tennessee, that's where I long to be. Way down in sunny Tennessee. Roll on, buddy, roll on. Roll on, buddy, roll on. You wouldn't roll so slow if you knew what I know. So roll on, buddy, roll on. Go. Got a good woman just the same. Got a good woman just the same. Good woman just the same. Said she's gonna change her name. Got a good woman just the same. Roll on, buddy, roll on. Roll on, buddy, roll on. You wouldn't roll so slow if you knew what I know. So roll on, buddy, roll on. Me and you. buddy, roll on. Cool. All right, now we'll back it down. And this, even though it's faster than where we were before, is not going to seem that way. All right, and we are on a song called Back Up and Push. Hey, I don't know why I thought of this. We did Washington County last week, and that got me thinking of like Kenny Baker, and I thought, wow, Back Up and Push. I don't know if we've ever done that. And if we have, it's been a long time. So it's a 4-1-5-1 in the key of C. So the whole time it's So that's how we're going to treat it. Kenny does a whole string of variations. This is the coolest version. Like, check out his recording from Frost on the Pumpkin. That's the name of the album, Frost on the Pumpkin. And we're just going to do an A section and a B section. So the A section is kind of melody, and the B section is kind of like, I'm going to start with that cross-picking thing, the way the fiddle does this shuffle. But anyway, that's how we'll do it. Just A, B. And let's go 4 times through. Meet you, meet you, meet you, meet you. And tag it at the end on a C chord. Here we go. Back up and push. I'm going to kick us off in the key of C. was so fun. I hadn't played that tune in ages. Very cool. All right, Glendale Train. If you're out there, leave a comment. I'll come check in after this one. But this is that hour that folks start dropping off. I get it. Many of you are probably coming back after the fact on the archives here to dig into the fast jam. So this is Glendale Train, key of D. 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 4, 4 and 1. 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 2 and a 5. 1 and a 1 and 1 and 1 and 4 and 4 and 1. 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 5 and a 1. Anyway, you got it. Kick it off. Key of D, Glendale Train. I'm going to do the Murphy Henry version where we change all the characters to female. Here we go. Kick us off. Glendale Train in the key of D. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Somebody robbed the Glendale train this morning, 9:30. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and I swear I ain't lying. They made clean off with 16 G's and left 2 men lying cold. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and they made off with the gold. Now Charlie Jones was the engineer. She had 20 years on the line. Kissed her wife at the station gate this morning, 6:35. Everything went fine till 9:30 when Charlie looked up and saw there were girls on horses, girls with guns, and no sign of a bra. And somebody robbed the Glendale train this morning, 9:30. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and I swear I ain't lying. They made clean off with 16 G's and left 2 men lying cold. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and they made off with the gold. I got it. White was the baggage man, and he dearly loved his job. The company, they rewarded him with a golden watch and fob. Amos, he was a mark in time when the door blew off his car. They found Amos White in 15 pieces, 15 miles apart. And somebody robbed the Glendale train this morning, 9:30. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and I swear I ain't lying. They made clean off with 16 G's and left 2 men lying cold. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and they made off with the gold. You and me. Somebody robbed the Glendale train this morning, 9:30. Somebody robbed the Glendale train, and I swear I ain't lying. They made clean off with 16 G's and left 2 men lying cold. Somebody robbed the Glendale train and they made off with the gold. Okay, I don't know if you ever heard Murphy Henry's version, but she does. I forgot how she does the second verse about Amos, so I kept Amos White in the male character, but Murphy changes them all to females and always gets a good rise out of the audience. Okay, let's see. Is anyone still here? Dave Holtkamp, of course. Hi, David. Thanks for being here. Picking along on the Fast Jam in New Mexico. Sam I Jam is here. Carl Malley is back at it. Practically Nuts. Wes, right? Is taxes done now, Fast Jam. I just got my taxes done too. My accountant is a total rock star. We were doing this on like Saturday. Poor guy. He had 250 extensions to file today. But got him in there. All right, that IRS, whatever. I guess I'll give him the money, but you know, there's certain places I want the money to go to, and we'll see. And that's all I'm going to say about that right now. Hello, John Keegan. You're still here too. All right, thanks y'all for still being here, staying up late. And let's just keep it rolling. Whitewater, hey, how about that? Tony Rice, what am I saying? Bela Fleck number. Of course, Tony Rice plays on that album. All right, so we'll crank that up to right about here. And let's get into Whitewater, key of A. So I'm going to capo here. So pretty simple tune. And it goes 1 and 1 and a 1 and 1 and 1, 1 and 1 and this is all 1 on the A part. Okay. And the B part is 1 and 1 and 4, 4, 1 and 5 and 1, 1 and 1 and 4, 4, 1, 5, 1. That's it. All right, here we go. I'm gonna kick it off, and we'll go 4 times through. Me, you, me, you, me, you, me, you. So get us in the mood for river season. I still have tickets available on July 4 through 7, Tyler Grant and Friends. It's going to be Dylan McCarthy on mandolin, Zach Jackson on bass. Join us and run the Green River through majestic Canyon of Lador. There's information on the website, tylergrant.com. You can find that. Message me if you want a super discount on this trip too. All right, here we go. Whitewater, I'm kicking it off. Whitewater. All right, that was class 4 right there. Tell you what. Good work out there, keeping up. We got a long journey home, which is going to boost us into the next tempo zone. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Just simplify what you're playing. And let's give it a try. Let's see if I can do that. I tell you that, but then I always swing for the fences, as you know. But let's give it a go here. Long journey home. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. I might kick it off. Like that. That's kind of how I might kick it off. Now's your turn. Okay, take a breath. Remember, lighten up your touch. And just get into the flow here and kick us off on a long journey home in the key of A. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. Cloudy in the east and looking like rain. Looking like rain, boys, looking like rain. Cloudy in the east and looking like rain. I'm on my long journey home. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. I got it. Black smoke rising, surely is a train. Surely is a train, boys, surely is a train. Black smoke rising, surely is a train. I'm on my long journey home. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. Play. There's a pretty girl a-waiting on down the line. On down the line, boys, on down the line. Pretty girls a-waiting on down the line. I'm on my long journey home. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. Me and you. $2 bill, $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. I'm on my long journey home. Woo! Back when I was in a band called the Emmett Nershey Band with Bill Nershey, he would do that song all the time. And that was a big hit with all the jam band, bluegrass people, string cheese incident fans, etc. It's also a big hit with the straight ahead bluegrass people because it's a Stanley Brothers song. And we all love the Stanley Brothers. Okay, moving on. Blues, we got two more. Blues, Stay Away From Me in A. So let's just kind of get into this new tempo here. And I'll just kind of strum through it once. This is an old like slow song, right? But this is the fast version of it. So you might be familiar with the like blues to stay away from me, the old Delmore Brothers. But anyhow, this is the fast version, and it goes like this. Blues, stay away from me. Blues, why don't you let me be? I don't know why you keep haunting me. 12-bar blues. So I might kick it off something like. But you could kick it off like this. And anyone can do this at any tempo. Right? So don't follow my example if you're struggling with faster tempos. Simplify what you're playing. All right. Kick us off on Blues, Stay Away From Me, key of A. Here you go. Dun, 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 dun. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Blues, stay away from me. Blues, why don't you set me free? I don't know why you keep haunting me. Love was never meant for me. True love was never meant for me. It seems somehow we never can agree. I got it. Life is full of misery. Dreams are like a memory, bringing back your love that used to be. Pick a double, just like I did. Here you go. singles. Fun. Okay. Good work, everybody. We got one more song, Traveling the Highway Home. Gonna bring it on home with this old Stanley Brothers gospel. Tend to lean on the Stanley Brothers for the fast numbers, as you know. And they sure knew how to play them and make the groove feel right, even if it was ripping fast. So here we go, Traveling the Highway Home. We're going to be right about here, just a couple ticks faster than where we were. One and one and one. Oh, sorry, I'm on the backbeat. Here we go. One and one and one and one and four, four and one. One and a one and one and a one, one and a five and a one. But I like to go through the verse and the chorus. So my kickoff would go 1, 2, 3. So I'll play the verse and the chorus, same changes, but the melody's different. It allows you to go up a little higher. Okay, here you go. You can do it. Kick us off on Traveling the Highway Home, even if you have to simplify that and not play as many notes. You can always go. Right? So here you go. Key of B. Dun, 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 dun. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Moving toward the sunset of time, I'm traveling the highway home. Leaving this world of sin far behind, traveling the highway home. I'm traveling the highway home. I'm traveling the highway home. I'll narrow the way, thank God I can say I'm traveling the highway home. Old Satan said that I'd never be traveling the highway home. But when seems weary and long, traveling the highway home. But in my heart there's always the song, traveling the highway home. I'm traveling the highway home. I'm traveling the highway home. On the road away, thank God I can say I'm traveling the highway home. Me to you. Okay, well, good thing that's the last song because that's all I've got. And you're probably kind of wiped out too. But that's why we do this, right? So I'm going to keep practicing. Promise me that you'll also keep practicing. Appreciate the donations as always. And listen to the new album, Flat Picker. Come to the show this Friday at E-Town Hall if you're anywhere near Boulder, Colorado. And I will let you know about next Monday. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make it happen or not. So look at the website on Friday about midday, or look at my Instagram or Facebook and you'll see the post if I'm going to do it on Monday.